Alexi Mob? It's Alexiana. Welcome back to my channel. Now in today's video, we're going to be talking about the character SHENENEH from Martin. Insert picture here. Now basically, if you've seen the Martin show, then you know SHENENEH is one of his all-time memorable, iconic characters and stuff like that. SHENENEH is obviously played by Martin himself, and you know what? She's basically a parody, for lack of a better term, she's basically a parody of a ghetto ratchet black woman and whatnot. And I recently came across this post and stuff like that on Facebook, in which, if you don't follow me on Facebook, I'm going to insert it at the end of this video. I came across this post in which I had shared and stuff like that. And it says, it was shared by a person that calls himself Mr. Maine. And basically, the post reads, "The older I get, the more I realize SHENENEH was the one on her shit. She had her own crib, stayed with money. She always had something Gina wanted. She stayed fresh in the 90s. She had her own hair salon too. SHENENEH was doing it. Think about it." Okay, so let's dissect this for a second. The part it says, she always had something Gina wanted. Minus having her own business and whatnot. Gina didn't have her own business. She worked for some other company and stuff like that. But I just want to say, minus having her own business, Gina pretty much had all of what SHENENEH had. Like, before she moved in with Martin and whatnot, she did have her own place. She stayed having money. She may not have had her own business, but she stayed having a job. Like, so pretty much her and SHENENEH were alike but different, you know? Like, Gina had her own money. She had her own crib before she moved in with Martin. She stayed having money. So I wouldn't necessarily say that she had things Gina wanted, because Gina pretty much had just about most of the things that SHENENEH had. And I will admit, another thing that he hit the nail dead on the head on was the fact that SHENENEH... Okay, so I guess we're going to have to resort to film the rest of the video on my laptop because my camera had died. But what I was saying was this, like, one thing that this post had got right and stuff like that, one thing he had got right was that SHENENEH was on her shit, because this goes to show you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. Because, like, SHENENEH reminds me of a lot of the kids that I went to school with that's ghetto and ratchet as hell, but they was ghetto and ratchet as hell, but they were smart as hell in that classroom. Some of them a hell of a lot smarter than me. Vice versa with SHENENEH. SHENENEH, she was ghetto and ratchet as hell, but she was a businesswoman, had her own, she was a businesswoman, didn't need no man for shit, surrounded herself with friends with money. She had her own salon, had her own place. Like, the times when they had showed SHENENEH's place was decked out. Like, SHENENEH was that girl. SHENENEH was that girl. Like, she was a force to be reckoned with back then. Like, I remember when she had went on that Love Jones episode and stuff like that. It had showed her age, like 26 and whatnot. To be that young, SHENENEH was a boss. She paid the cost to be the boss. Like, she was on that shit. So I give him props for that. Like, Buddy was right when he had said she was on her shit. And that goes to show you should, like I said, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, because yes, she was ghetto fabulous. She was ghetto fabulous and ghetto and ratchet as fuck. But she was a businesswoman. She was about her money, and hey, can't fault sis for that. Like, she was that girl. And like I said, I went to a lot of school. I went to school with a lot of people like that. They was ghetto as ratchet as hell and stuff like that. But a lot of them were smart as hell in the classroom and hell a lot smarter than me. And some of them have their own businesses and stuff right now. Like, go show you, it's not where you come from, it's where you're going. Like, you can become something great despite where you come from. Like, yeah. And SHENENEH is a pure example of that. But to piggyback off of what he had said, when he had said SHENENEH had things that Gina wanted, I highly doubt that SHENENEH had anything that Gina wanted, because Gina pretty much had, in my opinion, the majority of the stuff that SHENENEH had. Like, Gina had her own place. She had her own money. She didn't have her own business, but she did have a job. Like, so I don't think SHENENEH had anything that Gina wanted. The only thing that Gina had that SHENENEH wanted was Martin. And yeah. So, yeah. That's just about it for this video. And also with SHENENEH and stuff like that, like, I'm curious to know how the character would have turned out had an actual woman play SHENENEH. Like, I have a couple of thoughts in my mind as to who could have played SHENENEH. Like, a real woman that could have played SHENENEH. Like, Taraji B. Henson. Oh my God. Like how sis played Yvette on Baby Boy. Taraji B. Henson. She could have played SHENENEH. Tasha Smith. Hell yeah. Her ass killed that role in Why Did I Get Married 1 and 2. Tasha Smith could have played SHENENEH. Vivica Fox could have played SHENENEH. I'm curious to see how Lela Rochon would have done it. Lela Rochon. Paula J. Parker from Friday who played Joy. She could have done it. Like, a lot of people could have played SHENENEH. A lot of female counterparts inside that could have played SHENENEH. Like, I'm just curious to know how that character would have turned out had a female counterpart would have played it. Oh, what the hell her name is? Tiana Taylor. She had played in not Why Did I Get Married? She had played in what is that movie? Is it I Could Do Bad All By Myself or something else? It was a Tyler Perry movie with Bow Wow on it. Like she was his girlfriend. I was saying Bowie, like her. She could have played SHENENEH. Like I'm just saying, like there's a lot of other female counterparts that could have played SHENENEH. That I'm curious to know how the character would have turned out had they did. But Martin did a damn good job. I do say so myself. Like SHENENEH's outfits used to stay stunning as hell. She has so many one-liners. Like yeah, like. SHENENEH, like, yeah, like, she is an iconic character that goes down in history as one of the most iconic characters Martin played. And, yeah, like, he did his thing with that character. So, yeah, that's just about it for this video. Like always, if you want to become part of the Lexi Mob, it's super simple. All you have to do is like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to insert my social media handles over here as well as the description box down below. So feel free to add and follow me on those. Also, don't forget to turn on post notifications because if you don't, like, what's the point? Anyways, peace out, bitch.